Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Amy's Artistic Allure, and in this video I'm going to be talking about an online website called Skillshare. So let's get right into it. Alright, so Skillshare is a online learning class. It's where you can learn multiple things if you want to expand your education. And here's some examples. If you want to learn AI and innovation, animation 3D, art and illustration, that one. However, I like that one. I've tried it out myself. I've never tried out any of these, so I can't give out an opinion. I'm sorry about that. And there's a catch. And to Skillshare, there's a subscription plan. And you do have to put in your email and your password, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't like giving out my email and password, but it's still worth it. And it's like taking classes, but you can do them one-on-one, or you can take videos at your own time, your own pace. You don't have to take them every single day and be there at a certain time or at a certain schedule. And it's actually fun to learn on there, and you can learn digital art, and you can learn photography, which I did learn some photography on here, and the photography sessions were very, very easy for me, in which I already knew some of the stuff on here, so that was pretty simple. Writing and publishing, productivity, music and audio, there's a lot of options, which is really good for anyone who wants to expand their education or learn something new. There are step-by-step videos of how-to beginner guides for something that you would be looking for, such as, say, drawing. And I'm gonna show you later in this video of how I could draw only stick figures for years, and then what I learned on Skillshare. So just to give you an idea of what I know how to draw now. And the how-to beginner guides, I would start out with those if you want to expand your education or a hobby on something when going onto Skillshare itself. So I got my paper of what I've drawn from Skillshare, and faces, it tells you how to draw faces. There's a beginner guide for that. And then this would be a man looking left, looking right, looking ahead. The steps are very simple. And then right here, this is a woman, well, an animated character woman without the hair, without the eyes. It's just a body pose. And then there's just more male facial poses of which direction they're looking in. It teaches you how to draw eyes and eyebrows. And so this is an eye I drew, and it was in about I think a 5 to 7 minute video. Very simple steps. And then here's some lips, and then the nose right there. And the nose, I think, is a bit weird to draw, just the step-by-step, but if you realize, just the more you draw, that there's just putting shapes together, and then there's more lines involved, and sketching, it's simple once you get the hang of it, at least from my experience. And everyone has different experiences and skill sets, and that's fine. Okay, and this right here was of just a random girl I drew, no one special. And that was for when I learned how to draw, only on Skillshare, because I couldn't do drawings like that when I was in school. As for my photography wise, I'm going to give you an example of what pictures I've taken up close. First one up is a picture I took just 2 years ago, a winter photo. It was so cold outside, but the flowers, as you can see, there's no bright colors or there's no pollen in them. It's just dried up and it's dead pretty much, but it's still really well put together. So this was another autofocus picture I decided to take, and I like winter photos. Picture of a monarch butterfly, I want to say. Again, I don't study insects, so if I'm wrong, I don't care. But butterflies, or just taking pictures of any insect, I've learned along the way that you have to be very stealthy, walk very slowly and quietly if you don't want to be noticed by whatever creature or whatever bug you want to take a picture of. Otherwise, they're gonna fly away or run away as quickly as possible. This one I think is one of my favorites. It was taken 2 years ago, and the water droplets, just of how soaked, not soaked, but just of how much water is on it, and how well it's put together. Like, it didn't need much editing, because some photos you can take a picture of, they don't need a lot of editing. They can be little to nothing with editing. And this was just one of those pictures. So this is one of my favorites. And those pictures, the drawings that you saw, are what I learned from Skillshare. Not from taking college classes, not from watching videos on YouTube of professional photographers, not reading books about photography and sketching. It's what I learned from Skillshare. So I highly recommend you check it out and give it a shot and see maybe if you want to expand a hobby of yours, or if you want to learn something new even. And that is all for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye!